I'm asked what I do for a living, and I reply, I'm a stay-at-home mom who makes YouTube content, mainly advocating against multi-level marketing pyramid schemes for fun. A lot of people look at me, cock their heads to the side, and say, "You mean companies like Tupperware?" My response is, why, yes, companies like Tupperware. Funnily enough, it's almost always followed by one question. Is Tupperware even around anymore? Tupperware began in 1946 and is still a multi-level marketing company to this day. This has been one of my most requested MLM video topics, and today is the day we are taking a deep dive into the Tupperware MLM Company, which is just called Tupperware. Still, how original. Tupperware is one of the oldest MLM companies in the industry. In 1942, Earl Tupper, yes, that was his name, developed a bell-shaped container. In 1946, he introduced this brand of products called Tupperware to the public. They are really just named after him, Earl Tupper. The whole industry appears to have been named after him. All of the plastic bell-shaped containers are referred to as Tupperware, hence why many don't find an issue with this company. I mean, what can go wrong with going door to door or now posting on social media that you have Tupperware containers for sale? Of course, the main issue here is the multi-level marketing business plan and the fact that less than 97% of people make money in the Tupperware MLM. Tupperware develops, manufactures, and even internationally distributes its products. Its parent company is called Tupperware Brands. Tupperware was invented by Earl in Massachusetts. What made these Tupperware containers better than all the others? Well, Earl developed plastic containers which featured a then patented burping seal to contain food and keep it airtight. You see, Earl had actually invented the plastic and the burping seal for Tupperware in 1938. But for some reason, the product did not succeed until he added in a sailed-through presentation idea held in a party setting. Tupperware developed a direct marketing strategy to sell the products known as the Tupperware Party in the 1950s. Before that, Tupperware was sold door to door by salesmen and via ads in the newspapers and magazines. The Tupperware Party enabled women of the 1950s to earn an income while keeping their focus in the domestic domain. At least, that is what they did at the time. You see, in the 1950s, there were not a lot of jobs that women could do. Women were meant, at the time, to be at home raising children, cooking, and cleaning, while their husbands were often the ones working and being the breadwinners. Even at that time, though, women wanted more independence and to be more than a housewife. So, at that time, joining Tupperware, the MLM company, was one of the only solutions for women to begin a career as well. The party plan model relies on characteristics generally assumed during that time period. For example, party planning, hosting a party, sociable relations with friends and neighbors, etc. Brownie Wise recognized Tupperware's potential as a commodity. She knew she had to be creative and began to throw these Tupperware parties. Wise, which I need to call her due to my childhood guinea pig being named Brownie, and it's all I could think of when I was doing this, and it got weird, okay? Anyway, Wise was a former sales representative of Stanley Home Products, developed the strategy for Tupperware to hold these parties. This is what may have started the at-home parties within the multi-level marketing industry. As a result of this apparently genius, yet I beg to differ, strategy being created, Brownie Wise was made vice president of marketing in 1951. Wise soon created Tupperware Parties Incorporated. During the early 1950s, Tupperware sales and popularity exploded. This was in large part due to Wise's influence among women who sold Tupperware, and some of the famous jubilees celebrating the success of Tupperware ladies, the success of Tupperware ladies at lavish and outlandish themed parties. At this time, Tupperware was even known as a method of empowering women and giving them a toehold in the post-war business world. The tradition of Tupperware's Jubilee-style events continues to this day, with rallies being held in major cities to recognize and reward the top-selling and top-recruiting individuals, teams, and organizations. In fact, this strategy, as you know, has spread to all multi-level marketing companies and been used as a business strategy ever since. By the year 2007, by the way, this company was marketed by means of approximately 1.9 million direct salespeople on contract, just to give you an idea of how much this company has grown over the years. In 1960, Tupperware expanded to Europe when a woman named Mila Pond hosted a Tupperware party in England. After that, the company expanded around the world. At this time, Huns had to adhere to a strict dress code. The Tupperware Huns had to wear skirts and tights at all times, and even white gloves, like doing magic. Poof! Money disappears. The Tupperware Huns also invented a technique called carrot calling to help promote the parties. What is carrot calling? Glad you asked. The Tupperware reps would travel door to door in a neighborhood and ask wives to run an experiment. They would place carrots in a Tupperware container and compare it to what the housewife would normally store carrots in. It would often result in the scheduling of a Tupperware party. In 1998, Tupperware faced a civil suit in the Alabama Supreme Court. Bama's Best Party Sales sued Tupperware, alleging fraudulent conduct by Tupperware in inducing the owners to purchase a distributorship that was less profitable than Tupperware represented. Bama's Best was owned by Robin and Bill Blessing. After Robin operated the MLM for a decade, they realized the business would not be profitable and sued. The court ruled that the jury found Tupperware not liable for fraud. On appeal, the Blessings argued that evidence was improperly disallowed that would tend to show other fraudulent conduct by Tupperware. The Supreme Court found that the evidence was properly excluded, but that the court improperly dismissed a collateral claim against the previous owners of the distributorship. Tupperware claimed that the Blessings owed them a debt of over $700,000 due to buying its products for their business. Tupperware had then asked the Blessings to retire in 1993. So they had, then sued them. Needless to say, this civil suit seemed to be in Tupperware's favor. In 2003, Tupperware closed down operations in the UK and Ireland. The reason? They cited the reason as customer dissatisfaction with their direct sales model. You don't say. The UK and Ireland are not at all upset about this closure, I am sure. There has been limited importer distribution since then. In mid-2011, Tupperware announced a relaunch in the UK and even recruited UK staff. But in December of the same year, the relaunch was cancelled. In May of 2018, the Israeli daily The Marker reported that Tupperware will withdraw from Israel, leaving 2,000 agents without a job. The article attributed this decision to the regional headquarters, which manage other Middle Eastern countries. In December of 2020, though, Tupperware Israel relaunched as an online shop. I'm sorry, Israel, so sorry. The plus side is it isn't a MLM company in Israel anymore. In March of this year, 2021, Tupperware closed down in the Netherlands. Again, I believe they are happy about the shutdown. I just hope they shut down better than they had in Israel. Tupperware is now sold in almost 100 countries, after peaking at more than 100 after 1996. Tupperware is sold in a multi-level marketing business model today and is often sold at parties, much like in the 1950s. To stay in touch with its Huns, Tupperware even publishes a monthly magazine called Tupperware Sparks. The magazine has snapshots of Huns posing with awards and recognitions for high sales. To avoid spending any money on advertising, besides using Huns to advertise for them on social media now, Tupperware also creates events that attract free publicity. Tupperware's sales force is organized in a tiered structure with consultants at the bottom, managers and star managers over them, and next, various levels of directors, with the top level being named Legacy Executive Directors. Ooh, fancy! According to the company website, becoming a Tupperware Hun means being a part of something bigger. Whatever that means. They claim their brand represents and stands for quality, innovation, and a commitment to empowering people. They claim to provide the perfect work-life balance where the consultant gets to control their time, priorities, and earnings. They also promise, as all MLMs do, to provide the consultant with endless amounts of training and support to ensure their success. So, why do the majority of members make less than $700 per year? Yes, per year. Especially when the compensation plan states 4 different ways you can get paid with the company. Number 1, personal sales in which the Hun makes a 25% commission. Number 2, Unit 1 team sales in which the Hun makes a 2 to 8% bonus for their downline sales. Number 3, leadership commission, which is a 3 to 10% bonus on director downline team members. Number 4, additional bonus opportunities where Huns can receive bonuses for promotions, anywhere from $100 to $2,500. According to the Federal Trade Commission in April of 2005, Tupperware converted to a more highly leveraged compensation plan they call the Tupperware Breakthrough Plan that provided greater rewards to high-level participants, in other words, directors. They believe as many as 99% of all participants could be losing money, especially based off their 2008 income disclosure summary. They feel the suggestion of $1,000 a month for $600 per week of work seems very misleading. After hearing about all the ways one can sign up, I bet you can't wait to get started, right? Well, you can choose from one of 3 kits to get started. Number 1, the virtual kit, which is $15. It includes the Pro My Tupperware subscription and your own personal selling website. Number 2 is the basic demo kit. It's $60. It includes products such as Chop and Prep Chef, Fridge Smart Small Deep, Modular Mates Oval Z Container, Evo To Go Cup, Lunch It Containers, Crystal Wave Plus 2.5 cup, 600 milliliters, pack of 10 catalogs, No Time to Waste tote bag, and everything in the first virtual kit. And the third is the deluxe demo kit. It is $109, and these are US prices. It includes the medium eco bottle, Power Chef system, microwave breakfast maker set, silicone spatula, measuring cups and spoons. That's a junior bowl. Vent and serve medium shallow set, freezer mates plus small and small deep, a business kit bag, and again, everything in the virtual kit. You may have noticed the company expanded its products over the past several decades of being an MLM. They now sell all kitchen utensils and storage containers. I will leave the link down below in the description for the website, and you can check them all out. The company is still mainly known for its good quality Tupperware. Like all companies, especially the MLM companies, you will find it riddled with positive reviews. Reviews such as this one. 5 stars, Tupperware's masterpiece. These will arrive today, but because I already have some, I'm going to rate them now. This product is the best thing Tupperware has ever come up with. Before my first experience with them, I really couldn't believe the hype, but I was desperate to find something that would result in keeping lettuce and other produce longer than 3 days. Would you believe 3 weeks on some produce? They have changed the air vent since my first purchase, but my thoughts were, why switch if the original design was perfection? So here I am on my beloved Amazon, where lo and behold, I found the original product. I am so happy. However, there have also been many complaints about the quality of the products, especially as of late. Some have accused the company of getting sloppy over the many years it's made its Tupperware products. Here is a review that's a good example, which you can find if you search enough. 2 stars. Lids are hard to close, and Amazon has a better product I recommend. The problem I have with this design is the lids are quite hard to get snapped on and stay on. Both the bottom and the lid are the kind of plastic that is very hard and rigid, so it doesn't have much give or flexibility. As a result, I have to push very hard, using my weight to get the lid on. Then I check it carefully on all sides, and invariably discover that in one spot or another it didn't actually close all the way. So then I put more force and pressure on that spot, but sometimes it will cause a different spot to pop open. I go through this every time, and it's annoying. As for how it works, I think it does what it intends, because the ridges on the bottom keep the contents from sitting in contact with moisture and starting to mold or rot. Being able to open one, neither or both air holes helps in keeping food fresh. But I found a product on Amazon that does a much better job of this and is easy to close. So I strongly recommend that product instead. Here it is. Oh, it's detailed. In March of 2020, Thornton Law Firm LLP announced that it was investigating a lawsuit filed against Tupperware Brands Corporation on behalf of Tupperware shareholders. In 1958, Mr. Tupper sold the Tupperware Company to Dart Industries for $16 million. They still operate the company to this day. At the moment, the Tupperware brand is still in litigation due to it being under investigation for impacting financial reporting issues with its Fuller Mexico beauty business. Stock prices had fallen 45% on one day. The lawsuit alleges the defendants made false or misleading statements or failed to disclose that Tupperware lacked effective internal controls. They had hoped to settle this by 2019, but with the state of our world, no new information has been released on this lawsuit thus far, or at least I couldn't find any. However, the Tupperware business has been on a steady decline since about 2015. In the third quarter of 2019, sales were at $418.1 million, which was down 14% versus 2018. Tupperware did, however, relaunch its website in the USA and Canada in 2019. Oh, yay! Tricia Stittswell was Tupperware's first female CEO. She replaced Rick Goings in 2018 after he had been CEO and chairman since 1997. He had also been with the business since 1992. Stittswell had been with Tupperware since 1997. She previously served as president and chief operating officer and had also run manufacturing and human resources divisions at the company. Her separation agreement when she stepped down as CEO in 2019 included $1,983,279 in severance, along with other benefits, according to documents filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission. The new Tupperware CEO is Christopher O'Leary, and the company is depending on him to bring it back around. As an anti-MLM advocate, though, I would be lying if I said I hope the company does come back around and gains further success. I believe MLM companies are very cult-like, and they are not profitable to those who are involved with them. It does seem as though Tupperware has a bad reputation for hiring employees, though. Even Brownie Wise was said to be fired by Earl Tupper in 1958. Apparently, as rumor has it, Mr. Tupper got fed up of her spending during the Tupperware rallies, and along with other disagreements they were having, it led to their falling out, which resulted in her losing her job. Shortly after that, actually, is when Mr. Tupper got a divorce from his wife, rid himself of U.S. citizenship in order to avoid taxes, and bought an island in Central America, where he lived out his days, passing away the same year in late 1958 after his patent had expired. That's how so many companies today can mimic the Tupperware brand. And since many of those companies are not run with a shisty multi-level marketing business model, I would strongly recommend buying from those brands instead. Remember that anytime you buy Tupperware from a Hun, you are buying into their false sense of success with a business that even the Federal Trade Commission says less than 1% of people make money with. It is due to the Tupperware MLM Company and Brownie Wise that all of these MLM companies adapted a party setting in order to sell their overpriced crapola. So whenever you are invited to another MLM Facebook party, blame it on Wise. Maybe Tupperware thought the party idea was wise, but aren't we all fed up with it out here already? If you are, please do give this video a like, subscribe if you're new here, think of joining my membership, and no matter where you are or what you're doing, I hope you have a fabulous day. I'm going to go eat some leftovers out of my non-MLM Tupperware containers that I buy at the Walmart. Take care. I'll see you in the next one. Oh, I just wanted to finish off with a quote from Mr. Tupper. "The fruits of life fall into the hands of those who climb the tree and pick them." Earl Tupper. Is that why you tried to avoid paying taxes and bought an island, sir? Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. Much love to you all. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.